And there we go. I have pressed the go live button and everybody should be able to see the screen just now. Okay, so we have to start on a interesting note, namely I've run into a bug that I have never seen before and I am unable to use my skills. And if you have read the skill description, the stream description, it was mostly going to be about using skills. So I already reported this one on Discord, but I have also found a quick fix to it. Apparently I can only use the skills if they're assigned to a letter button, just like this. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and reassign my skills, hopefully that won't be a huge issue. Anyway, hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Today we'll be taking a closer look at some skills in the Persist game. Do let me know if there is any issue with my audio. I have put on some music in the background, tell me if you can hear that at all, because I made it very quiet so that my voice doesn't get lost. And yeah, just tell me if everything is alright in the chat so that I can know we can go ahead and continue playing. So, first thing we gotta do, we have to reassign some of our skills, and I'm going to just reassign the most important one, like this. Number 4 is not that important, but I'll just do it like this, maybe like this would be better. Okay, so let me quickly get a... Actually, I didn't press apply, did I? Just one more minute. Yeah, I did not expect to run into a bug like this. We do have to excuse them, it is still the pre-alpha, so it's only expected that we would run into similar issues. Why don't I... No, Y is going to be good. Apply. Okay, so let's try it. E is going to be the sprint skill, beautiful. T is going to highlight everything, okay. I know what these skills do, you guys don't know yet. Hey Rinku, hey Ken Burgess, and hey Apex Jimmy. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so let's start over. Let's ignore all this stuff about the bug. I found a way around this, so hopefully it's going to be fixed until the next stream, but for now, we'll just make do. So, as you can see in the title, I spent a while grinding my skills. As you can see, we're level 1 again. This is a new character, this is Skogul 2. Do not mistake it for Skogul, just Skogul 1. That is back in the bunker. I'm going to show you how switching characters looks like in a moment. But the reason I made this character was because I wanted to take a look at some of the skills. And I did mention that I am not going to touch my original character at all. Well, I changed my mind, right? That's why we're on this character right now. I decided that skilling, grinding, it takes way too much time, which is something I just discovered, so we are going to be playing on this character right here. I have leveled up some of my skills, as you can see, we have reached level 16 mechanics. I am going to explain a little bit more what happened to these skills in just a moment, but let's get the introduction out of the way. So, first of all, I promised we would take a look at switching characters, so I'm going to get back into the bunker, and I can already see that I am pressing the wrong buttons. It's going to take a while to readjust to how this works now. Okay, so we're back in the bunker. I mean, it's a very simple thing really. You just go to quarters and you can switch between your characters. As you can see, they're identical, they have different gear. Ignore my weird like, I don't know, mint colored vest or something. I think it's just a placeholder item, that's why it looks like this. We're going to be using this character from now on, because it's got way better skills, it's got a lower level. That is something that I wanted to test as well. I wanted to see how far you can get without even touching any enemies, right? So, long story short, this character has not left Junction, the starting town, at all, just yet. I have killed 0 zombies, and yet I was able to spend like a week playing this character. I wouldn't say I was having a lot of fun, it was very grindy. They definitely need to do something about the skilling system, but we are going to get into that in just a moment. First of all, let me just deposit everything that we don't need. Page number 2, we can place this here. In page number 6, I accidentally placed my cache. You can see that I have a lot of items now. Most of this is ammunition. Ignore this for now, it's going to be explained in just a moment. Yeah, I'm putting off everything. Okay, so let's get on Skogul 2, leave the bunker and survive. And let me explain everything I did from the start. We are insanely chaotic. You have to excuse me. I'll learn how to do better very soon, trust me. One thing I need to remind you of: Persist Discord, the official one. You can find it by going to the official page as well. You can jump into the chat. I am always there. If you have anything to say, if you want to simply chill with me and chat, I am available. Okay, so we already saw that on the last stream, but I am going to present to you how exactly skilling works. And okay, I made a tiny mistake because I just reassigned the interact button to a skill, which means I am unable to use a skill. So quick reassignment later, RT, Y, and I'm going to make this one G, apply. Okay. Did it apply? It did not. Hey again, Jimmy. Key bindings. I could have sworn I did it as well. You are... Oh, okay. I think because I reassigned the E button before. Okay, R is reload. I might have done an oopsie out there. Just give me a little bit more time. Apply. Okay, so this is disassemble, but now we don't have anything assigned to sprint. So I need to change that one last final thing, hopefully, and we can get on with it. Let's make it Z. Let's go. Okay, so this is what skilling looks like. You go up to an object that can be interacted with, and then, provided you have a proper tool, you are able to interact with the object. Usually it's something like dismantle, break in, disassemble, skin, mine, chop down, you know, just basic stuff. Every single skill looks the very same, so no matter what you're doing, you're going to be chopping down wood, you're going to be disassembling stuff. I can already see a question coming: is there helmets, masks or hats in the game? As you can see, I am wearing a beautiful cat ears cap. There is a lot of hats. I don't know the full extent, but even before the current version, in the pre-alpha, there were many types of cats, many different types of armors, and it's even more bountiful now from what I have seen. So short answer, yes, there's a lot of different items, especially hats and masks. Yeah, 1 pixel too much, also known as pub, is completely correct. The cat ears caps are probably the best. Okay, so let me show you what I did for the past week. I mean, not the entire past week. I have a life, I have a job, I have other stuff to do, but I did spend like 1, maybe 2 hours of my day doing this. A little bit longer yesterday because I really wanted to be done with this, so I would just go up to these phone booths. Opening them gives you thieving experience. While thieving was not my current main objective, I still want to get my thieving up because I want to see a certain skill that I am going to share with you later. Then I would walk up over here while using my stamina skill that is called, let me tell you exactly what it's called, like it's the marathon lungs. So this is a very good skill to get early because it allows you to run for a while without using any stamina. And keep in mind, stamina in this game is not only something you use to run, it also is necessary if you want to cast any abilities. So instead of mana bar, you have a stamina bar, and with your stamina you can either run or you can use it to cast spells, or rather use abilities in this case. And as you can see, I am running up to all the interactable items, dismantling gym equipment, dishwashers, piping. All of that gives you mechanics experience. You can also see that I have put my mechanics in the upper left corner. so that it is tracked, and you can see my progress. I am currently level 16 mechanics, which is the minimum that you need to unlock a second tier abilities. Now I was going to explain a little bit more about the skill tree, something that I have just learned. As you can see, there's different abilities, different skill trees, and they all have beginner, advanced, proficient and expert levels. And here on the bottom you can see that these are actually limited. So there is no character that can go to maximum expert level of each skill. Each character can only have 15 advanced, 10 proficient and 5 expert skills. So even if you plan on absolutely going bonkers with the game, skilling everything you can, there is going to be a limit to how far you can get with a certain skill. So this character, I'm definitely going to try to go for the Titan turret because it simply seems fun. But right now I only unlocked the bare minimum to get the deployable turret, which I'm going to show off in just a moment. Now, my original idea for this character was I wanted to use only skills. I wanted to avoid attacking with weapons, I wanted to focus on skills only, and I was going to leave my weapon slots empty so that I do not accidentally use a weapon to kill someone. However, I then realized that the way some of these skills works is it deals damage based on your maximum weapon DPS. As you can see, the turret, it deals 100% of your max weapon DPS. What this means is it looks at your first weapon and your second weapon slot and it selects the one that is stronger from among the two. So if I have a S&W Model 10, which is 54 DPS, and I have a steak knife that is 108 DPS, it is going to be the steak knife that is actually considered when calculating the DPS of my turret. Now, this is a little bit weird, because doesn't this somehow, somewhat, a little bit beat the entire idea of using a turret? I mean, you have a skill that can be used only at a certain times, right? It has a cooldown, it costs you mana, and for that skill to only deploy a weapon that cannot be moved, that is going to deal damage, that is pretty much based on what you already have, which you can use while running around. I don't know, it feels a little bit underwhelming, but we are going to test that in just a moment. I haven't tested it myself, I only unlocked the skill, so hopefully we will be able to check it out, see how the damage scales exactly. We are going to try the turret without any weapons, we are going to try the turret with some weapons, we are going to see which one is considered, etc, etc. Sorry for ignoring the comments for now, I just wanted to finish my thought. Do they give any buffs or anything? Recent game I've played had clothing that would give buffs for things like harvesting trees and melee attacks, and I thought it was pretty neat. Actually, yes. So, long story short, every single item you can see here, right? It has different qualities. Currently I am a noob, so most of my items are poor quality, but you can see one green rimmed steak knife over here. And as you can see, because it is green, right, it has also a skill down at the bottom. So as you can see, this weapon also gives me a precise perk that gives me improved headshot damage. And I believe that improved headshot damage is also going to apply to my main weapon. Even if I only have this equipped, not active, it should also affect the main weapon, but correct me if I am wrong on this. You can also see that I have these rusted plate boots that are currently common. They can be upgraded to good, and that would upgrade a skill. And I also believe that every level, starting from good and higher, gives you a perk to your item. So if I have a blue item, it will have 2 random perks which I can use, which I can improve, etc, etc. Okay, let me just finish this part where I show off what I did for a week. So I would go to this building, I would dismantle everything, you can take a tiny bit of a shortcut over here, then I would run through this park. The stamina is always low, that's how this game works. I would go straight to the boss gate that we have named before, And right in front of the bus gate there is a single generator that you can also dismantle. If you want to hard focus your thieving, you could go into this building. At the top there are 2 cabinets where you can get ammunition and guns if you are lucky, but you need a lockpick and lockpicking skill to unlock that. Actually, that was kind of a lie. I said you need the lockpicking skill, but there are no skill checks in the game, in the current version. So no matter what your skill level is, you are able to interact with every object. And the only reason to level a skill at this moment is to simply unlock skills. So that's what it is. As you can see, we dismantled a generator and we got a washer. So at this point there is no use for most of the items that you get by dismantling and collecting resources, but many of these items can be sold. If you take a look right here, we got some of these, they're worth a decent penny. Doesn't seem like a lot, but getting this level 16 it took quite a while, so... I have an entire tab where I have been storing all of my bolts and nuts and screws and washers and anything else that you can get. Oh, now my F button doesn't work, that's weird. I don't know what's going on with the key bindings today, but it's definitely something. Okay, then I will walk over this place, and there's also some points of interest. This entire building is full of monitors and PCs, which you can dismantle to gain electronics XP, but I am currently ignoring electronics because I just really want to hard focus my engineering. And so far it was a good decision because at least I get to show off some stuff today. Right, so on the second floor of this building there are 2 washing machines, that you can dismantle whenever you can. And then you go upstairs 2 more floors, and there is going to be something that everybody is going to like. It is an emergency axe case. Now you need a crowbar to access this, so it's not a easy to get item in the very first moments of the game, but it is something you might want to keep in mind if you're interested in maxing your wood cutting, because you need access to cut trees, and access to a stable stream of those is definitely going to help. I'm going to ignore looting for now, I just wanted to show the entire path, in case anybody wishes to do the same if the game releases, or if you're in pre-alpha and you're interested in trying, you can do all this. Right, and the next step would be going to that building, and on every floor of that building there's washing machines which you can dismantle, obtain items, but I'm not going to bother. I am however going to show you this. Another skill called Streetwise, and it's all about opening things with a crowbar. What we just did with the axe back there, it also leveled our Streetwise a little bit. Streetwise has different abilities that are a good match with a melee playstyle, but also it has some utility skills as well. That's true for pretty much every single skill tree. So whenever you have the chance, you might want to level your street smarts, and as you can see I also got that just a little bit. And we also got a rake, that's something I didn't have yet. It's an improvised weapon, very cool. Okay, so we leveled up our street smarts. Let me just take a look what we can improve. That's mining, there we go, street smarts. I've been upgrading my third skill, which is pretty much the same for every single gathering skill, and it makes your tools use up less durability every single time you use them. I think it's a good idea to start with them if you're not interested in that skill very much. The game seems a little bit dark right now, not bad compared to some games, either headlamps or torches. I don't think there's any headlamps or torches, at least I have not seen any in the game, but there's regular lights, street lights. I think there's fires in certain places as well. The lighting doesn't seem that bad at all. Like, I have been playing for a while and I did not feel like I could use a torch or anything, so Maybe it seems that way on the stream, but when you're playing yourself, it's really quite cozy. Is there a level cap? That is a good question, and I don't think I can answer it truthfully. I don't think there is, but I might be mistaken. Let me just quickly offload all of my stuff that we don't need. Okay, so we have a simple axe in our first hand, we have a steak knife in the second. I think that's two different weapons that we can compare. And now we are going to leave and try our skills for the first time. Yeah, so if you mean general level cap from experience that you get by killing zombies, I don't know, and I don't think there is. That's something that Zipsoft is pretty famous for, making games without a level cap, but I might be mistaken, so I don't want to give you wrong information. As for the skills, oh, okay, we get Stefan in the chat saying level cap is 100, so you have your answer right there. As for the skills, on level 45 you get the maximum, the ultimate expert skill of a level, and I think it's 5 more to max that skill, so 50 would be the maximum for each skill. The bunker cannot be shared with your friends right now. The bunker is only available to you. That way nobody can steal from you, nobody can take your stuff. I think it's a pretty good deal. Okay, so we are going to try the turret now. At first we are going to try it with this combination of weapons. We have a steak knife that is 108 DPS and simple axe that is 41 DPS. The way the skill description goes, it makes me believe that we should be doing a DPS of 18.6, and I tested the turret just a little bit, like I used it in the town and I shot into the ceiling. I think it's going to do like about 100 damage per shot. It's not very fast firing. Okay, this seems like a good position. I'm just going to set up our turret. Another thing that I want to check is whether or not it's going to attract any zombies. Okay, we are shooting it, I can't hear the game. And it's doing a lot of damage, I feel like. Also, I'm not shooting with my left mouse button, I'm shooting with my right mouse button. And we are indeed, just like I suspected, doing around 106 damage per shot, but I want to simply... Maybe I should improve music a little bit. I want to be able to hear the game a little bit. But I don't hear the turret at all. That's weird. Okay, there's another zombie right there. Let's try to take it down. And we are shooting right through it. There we go. 109, 104. Okay, the turret is insanely powerful, it seems. Another zombie right there. So the way the turret works, it's... Oh, now I can hear sounds. I think. No, those were the sounds of the guards. So does the turret not make any noise? Is that the case? We will need to look into it a little bit more closely. Let me just make absolutely sure that the sound is on. I'm going to turn it up all the way to the half, which is probably way too loud. And our turret is already regenerated, by the way. I was worried that having the skill on the first level is going to be a little bit too low, but not at all. Okay, so let's see if we can deploy it elsewhere.
Why can't things just work?
Okay, it doesn't work. Maybe on a little bit more of a flat surface.
Ain't working.
Also not working. So you can't be that flexible with the turret. That's a nice amount of zombies, by the way.
Working.
It's not working again. What's stopping it from working?
Things just work?
Is it because that other turret is still in place? I'm just going to get on it and start shooting the guys. So the bar below, that's the overheat meter. The way this works, when the overheater hits maximum, I think you're unable to use the gun for a moment. We just did a headshot of 108, that's very, very nice. A bunch of dead zombies, but I would really like this turret to disappear already, because this spot kind of sucks. Let me take a look at the comments a little bit. Yeah, so the minibar is the overheat that I just mentioned. Some of the buttons just aren't working today. That's really weird. Maybe it fixes itself later. What system do I have? The FPS seems to be fluctuating. The game was very fluent before, so that's weird, but I'm going to simply change the profile to low. And maybe that will fix the issue for now. Okay, and the FPS seems more stable, perhaps. The game also looks way different. It's way brighter as well, which might be a good thing, because I was kind of straining my eyes. Hey Bistranku, welcome, welcome. Okay, we can see way farther, I feel like, with the lower graphics. And the turret is still there. What does the tooltip say? Is it unlimited? Okay, it despawns after ammunition runs out or after 900 seconds. So I don't know if I can destroy the turret. Let me check one more thing, because I have been shooting with my... Okay, we don't have the attack set up. There we go. That's better. Okay, so things about the turret. It doesn't make any sounds. Oh, and I think it just ran out of ammo or out of time. 100 shots, keep in mind. Okay, there's a zombie. Let's just set up the turret over here. There we go. Yeah, so headshotting gives more damage, which is nice, because this means you can... What is this exclamation mark over there, I wonder? And it's also a very bad spot to use the turret. So once we hit the overheat threshold, I cannot shoot for a very short time. It would be nice if we were able to hear at all. Maybe if I turn up the music. No, it's also not music related. So the turret, for some reason, doesn't make any noises today. I could have sworn I heard it make noises. Oops. Oh, okay. That's not cool. So it seems we have just shot a guard, which is going to kind of interfere with our plans. But she just walked straight into our turret. So I feel justified for this kill. Oh, and they are chasing after us. Okay, thankfully I had a lot of bandages, so I should be able to heal us. At least for a little bit. Did we lose them? There's definitely a lot of zombies that want a piece of us. And I'm going to try to use the turret against them. Now the turret also has a limited amount of HP. But when sitting at the turret we are taking damage, so I was hoping that it would work like a shield that stops you from taking damage when you are... Okay, stop shooting me, dude. Oh, I completely forgot I have another handy skill that we could use in this case, and that is the toy robot. So we get frozen for a moment, but then we spawn this thing over here that is going to make every single enemy in the vicinity target it instead of us, which is amazing. And it is also a lower skill threshold. It is the first skill that you can get when leveling your engineering. You can probably do that, but here's the thing, I do not wish to be hostile with the guards. So I'm just going to hole up somewhere and hopefully they forget about our misdeeds in a moment. Can I just jump on top of this? Stop shooting me, goddammit. I'm friendly. Okay, maybe we can climb this thing, maybe we can stop getting stuck on the structure instead. That would also help. Okay, we are just about to die. Let's regenerate some of our stamina. Let's replace the robot. Okay, and now slowly. Can we jump up? We cannot. Great. So that was a waste of time. Hopefully he retargets to something else. Maybe use this staircase. No, it's closed off. I should get a little bit further away from the city, since we are now the public enemy #1, but This also seems like a good spot to set up our turret, so that's what I'm going to do.
Why can't things just work?
And things just cannot work. So I want to avoid using regular skills or items to kill enemies, but this is a little bit much, so I'm just going to use this knife and get rid of the enemy right here. Okay, can I build the turret? There we go. And that's interesting. Instead of appearing on top of the mount, it spawned right here, which might be good since we can target enemies that
This
are on
just
top
turned
of us.
ugly. Time to call in the cleanup crew.
Let's see. Okay, the range is pretty bad. It really bugs me that we cannot hear it at all. I would love to be able to hear, you know, us hitting the enemies at least.
Another one bites the dust.
Any sort of responsiveness. Right now it's just a click on the enemy and they die simulator. Okay, and because of this grass over here, I cannot see all the zombies down there, which I would love to be able to shoot, because those are the zombies that gave us a lot of trouble last time. They are the firefighter zombies. They are pretty strong. Okay, let's loot the zombies that we have killed so far. My thoughts on the turrets, I wish we could hear it. It would have been so much cooler if we did. Oh, okay. I think the zombies heard us though, so let's get back to the turret, if possible. And just shoot him down before he kills us. And it killed him very quickly. So in defense of the turrets, it's quite strong. I forgot that the quick loot doesn't work. Let me just kill the zombie. There we go. Level 3. We are going to be leveling like crazy right now, because, well, we're just that good, and the turret is gone. Yeah. So let's relocate it. While I'm not busy, let me take a quick look at the chat again. Yeah, so there's evasion, there's no parry. I think there used to be, but don't quote me on this. I would need to look at older streams. Okay, let's see if I can place the turret over here. That would be quite defensible. Not working. Okay. But this place would also work because it's on a hill and we get to shoot them like this. It's really such a massive shame that you cannot hear the shots. It's just clicking and they disappear. There used to be this tank game called World of Tanks, and you could play artillery, which meant you simply clicked on the map and sometimes you hit the enemies and they would die. This is how it feels. Okay, that's an interesting way to puff towards me, Mr. Zombie Sir. Look at this. That's my toy robot that I'm going to use to rotate towards you and just kill you like this. There we go. Okay, so the engineering skill. Frankly, I am disappointed because I was hoping we could have a little bit more fun. And I really don't feel comfortable just sitting here pressing stuff when there's no sound cues to even indicate we are hitting enemies. So I'm just going to kill some more zombies from over here. Overall, pretty powerful. Let's check that one other thing that I promised we would, which is how much damage would we be doing without the knife. So I'm taking off the knife. I only have the simple axe. It should be 40 per second. So I expect, there we go, around 50 damage per second. That makes sense. And I'm going to take the axe off as well now. I'm going to spawn the decoy robot. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to spawn the turret itself. I'm going to get on the turret and see how much damage we can do. And I cannot see because those guys already got into me. So let's move away a little bit. I'm going to place the turret, or rather the decoy robot, over here. Now I run back to the turret. Now, everybody can use the turret, everybody in your party. Okay, that's 5 damage, so it's definitely scaled with your current weapon. Everybody in your party, every player actually can use the turret, however, they need to also have the second engineering skill, so you cannot land the turret to anyone else. It has to be used by an engineer of
Why
a
can't
sufficient
things
level.
just work?
There we go. Okay, that was insanely janky. But I think we are going to just clear these guys. And from what I can see, the turret doesn't make any noise in-game as well. Because normally if you're using a gun, the enemies are going to run towards you. And in case of this turret, they are simply not. So that's something. Okay. Reputable fishing rod that could be useful later. I'm going to just grab some items, and then I think we are going to switch characters, because the turret is such a disappointment, frankly. Like, it's cool, it's good, it deals a lot of damage, I like being able to shoot as much as I can. It's also free ammunition, because it spawns with 100 shots, so you don't waste your own ammo. But while you still cannot hear the turret at all, I don't think I'm going to use it a lot. So let's go back into our bunker, let's re-gear. And I think I'm going to re-gear this character. I'm going to put on maybe a shotgun or something that we got the last time, and then we can just go ahead and explore a little bit. I have also been asked to do a certain quest chain, which we might look into, but first let's just get our character sorted. So storage, page 4, let's place more of our junk over there. Let's dismantle the money that we have, which is going to give us, well, money. Screws go here, matches go there. Something that requires some IRL skill, like Mario RPG with a quick time event for stronger attacks, but not a big deal. Well, I think there's bosses, and I haven't fought a boss in a while. Maybe they have been reworked, but in the pre-alpha they have been just sort of a bullet sponge type of enemy. Okay, I'm going to get this revolver maybe instead of the shotgun. Since I already have a shotgun character, let's make this one a revolver guy. I don't know if I like it, but I don't really have any other good weapons. So I think I'm going to stick to the revolver. Actually, let's switch to this guy. I said I would like to switch to this guy. Can I even do that? Storage? For whatever reason it keeps switching to the other. Okay, and now if I go to the storage, no, it keeps switching my characters. Maybe to switch the character I need to go into the bunker and leave. Yeah, so last time it was very, very fluid, and this time we're running into a lot of weird janky bugs, which is a shame, but ignore them, I'm sure they are going to be worked out eventually. Okay, this is the guy, we have the shotgun right here, and it's actually pretty low DPS, except it can be repaired, so maybe that is what we are going to do first. This guy has some money on him. Actually, it could be that money is shared between characters, so I don't know, let's just go to someone who can repair something for us. I think there's an NPC that can do this. Always strolling around here. Okay, there we go. Let's repair. 56 cash, that was cheap. That's still 95 DPS. I was hoping the shotgun would be more DPS, mainly because, you know, it's kind of widespread damage. So it would be a lot of damage, maybe not such a fast fire rate, but more damage on target. But shotguns are definitely not a good match for the turret's playstyle. So on my mechanic character, I guess I'm going to stick to the good old revolver. And to upgrade the revolver, first of all, we need to switch our character. So we need to switch to the world, leave the bunker as our other character. Then we will need to get back into the bunker, and then we should be able to play finally.
The junction stronghold.
There we
It's
go.
clean. It's safe.
Also, my music in the background has stopped.
These days.
I'm going to unpause it. There we go. Can you guys even hear the music? I don't think I ever got a response from you. It's definitely nice to have something playing in the background, as for myself, but do let me know if you can hear it or if it's too annoying. I'm willing to adjust based on your feedback. Okay, and now the game itself is too loud. Let's disable the music whatsoever, and everything else I guess can stay like this. You can have up to 3 characters, but you can also have multiple squads, and a squad is a group of 3 characters, so technically you can have as many as you wish. Okay, what I wanted to do was find some items which I can sell. Also poor quality, poor quality, poor quality, poor quality, that's also poor quality, and this is poor quality as well. I'm going to sell... Oh, the music is a tiny bit loud. That's something I did not expect, but I'm going to adjust it like this. Let me know if it's any better. Okay, I'm going to sell off those items, then we should be able to upgrade our revolver, and with that revolver we are going to just go out, explore. I have a couple of things planned today. It's a shame that the turret won't be as useful. I am going to skip using it most of the time. Okay, thank you, pup. And let's not forget to use the bandages while we still can. So like we learned the last time, these bandages that we have over here, they can only be used up to a certain point. They're going to stop being usable when we are level 5. Which is a shame, but what can you do, right? Okay, trade and buy all of this stuff from me, please. I'm just going to sell everything. I have so much stuff, it's not really any trouble to get these amounts. There we go, that should be enough for us to upgrade our... Maybe we should get enough to upgrade the boots as well. But I don't think that's necessary. Let's just get the revolver, and then we can just use whatever. Okay, I'm glad that you like the music. I used to use the same playlist over and over in my past streams, but today I took the time to find something new, and hopefully it sounds good. I know I can right click to sell at the shop, but today something is very janky with my game, and a lot of stuff doesn't work the way it should. So, yeah, right clicking does nothing at this point. Okay, workshop, upgrade, let's stay focused. We're going to upgrade this revolver to good, and we got precise as well, which is improved headshot damage, which is good enough, I think. So let's get to storage, equip 106 DPS, which is less than the steak knife, so the steak knife is still going to be the go-to weapon. Also, as you can see, those skills at the bottom, they seem to be leveling up. Can you see? We just upgraded our revolver and it is at 0%, and the steak knife is at 0.2%. So from what I can see, these weapons also level up with us, which is pretty cool. I don't know if it's about damage you do with the weapon, or if it's scaled to how many zombies you kill, or just in general any XP drops. I suppose we are going to see that later, but for now let's... Okay, that should be enough ammunition for the revolver for now. Last thing I want to do is craft some bandages. 20 should be enough for now. So the way crafting works, I don't think I showed you guys before. You just select a number, you click produce, create, whatever, and then it slowly gets made. In the old system of crafting, it took a while for some items to craft. I think better stuff like katanas was like what, 6 to 12 hours. I don't have the exact numbers and I didn't record it, so I guess that's lost forever, but you should get the idea. Okay, so as this is a new character, we have this quest, Humble Beginnings, where we talk to Ava Ramirez, because we killed 5 zombies. But we are going to ignore it for now. What I want to do is find that fishing claim that I have shown before and actually interact with it, because we didn't know how the last time, and now I kind of know. So first step is going to be walk around the junction in close proximity, because I don't want to get lost or swarmed by zombies. And I'm going to try to remember where that bridge was. The bridge is a landmark that I used to find the fishing claims, of course. Okay, there's a bunch of zombies. We can also use this opportunity to test how hard it is to dodge them when you're not being aggressive. So right here, I think if we go below the staircase, yeah, they aren't hostile, and somehow our turret is still over there, which I don't think it has been this long, but 900 seconds. Any plans for gear dice? Well, that's not a question for me, but that does sound pretty cool. So if there's anybody from the dev team listening, being able to dye your equipment would be pretty sweet. Okay, so this is the waterfront. Last time I think we went below the bridge, so this time I'm going to simply jump off the bridge into the water when we are close enough to the fishing claim. Okay, that zombie over there is going to be an issue. Oh, okay, I wasn't going to dive just yet, but we might as well since we are stuck. Okay, that's interesting. For a moment there I was able to lose stamina while swimming, but I don't think that's the case anymore. Whatever, okay. Let's just slowly make our way towards the claim. We aren't going to spend a lot of time in there because it's not exactly something you can do for a long time. But I'm going to talk a little bit more about what the claim is the proof of concept of. Basically, I spoke with the developers a little bit. I have already shown you how tedious leveling skills is, right? Currently, every single skill is pretty much the same activity. You walk up to an object that you can interact with, and then you press F next to the object, you slowly dismantle it or gather the resources or whatever, you get a tiny XP drop, and you get some resources. Also, we are about to drown. Can I stop this from happening? Okay, I can if I do this. Okay, swimming is really bad still. So the system of gathering resources is going to be a little bit more interesting when we finally get to the point of crafting, right? Because you want to have as many resources as you can. However, it still doesn't seem that interesting, seeing how a lot of cool skills are locked behind having those skill levels high. Okay, there we go. That's how you get claims. You have to interact with the fishing pole, rather the flag in the hut, for long enough. So back to the skills. So I would love for the skills to become slightly more than just that,
Yeah,
right?
I own this place now, at least for the time being.
Okay. Fishing spots. Crab cages, fish soup, trade. Yeah, not much we can do, but now we should be able to cast these fishing rods. Does it work? Okay, the line is in. And I think it's going to either auto-collect or something. Sometimes it's hard to do. Okay, I think as soon as the fish catches, we will be able to interact with this again. Right, so back to the topic of skills. So I feel like skilling could be made a little bit more interesting than just gathering resources, especially since it's really unengaging at this point. I did grind for a while, and frankly I do not feel like grinding anymore. And I am not even 1/4 through the skill tree for mechanics, right? I do understand that this is an MMO, and that we don't want any player to max out too quickly, but at the same time, simply making somebody do something which is not that fun for a very long time, I don't think that's going to work. So I presented a couple of ideas in the Persist Discord. One of the ideas is something that the dev team apparently already planned to do, which is utilizing claims like these to also help improve your skills. So, you know, simply gathering resources doesn't have to be the only option to get stuff in the game. Do you know of this MMORPG called RuneScape? That game is very big on skilling, as in gathering resources. They have smithing, wood cutting, fishing, all of this stuff that Persist has. And somehow they were able to make this fun enough for everybody to want to max these skills. There's players who ignore combat skills and they go for skilling instead just because it's so nice and relaxing. So it's not a problem of doing something repetitive. You simply want to do something repetitive that is going to be slightly enjoyable and also diverse enough so that it doesn't get old too quickly. So the reason why I am diving right here is because the NPC said something about crabs, right? Or lobsters, I think. I'm looking for a lobster pot, but I don't think there's anything. Maybe that's not implemented just yet. But as you can see, this area that we are in right now, this is the fishing island, right? Normally, when you fish, you have to get a fishing pole and you have to do it manually. But right here, you can get straight into it. You can simply cast multiple lines at the same time, and you should be able to receive some fish every now and then. Though I'm not sure when exactly it's going to reach us. We will need to work this out. So, if they would make more... Oh, there we go, we can reel the fish in and we got a pearland catfish, which is 20 bucks, pretty cool. Can we cast the line again? Can we not? I don't think we can interact with this fishing rod for now. Okay, does this one seem ready? Not quite yet, okay. I don't know how the professions in World of Warcraft works, because I didn't play World of Warcraft that much. So I can't give you exactly an opinion of that. Okay, so when they are ready to be reeled in, they are going to make a noise, which is good to know. However, okay, let's get to the point, because I'm constantly distracting myself. The idea is what we are doing right now, right? It feels like a little bit of a mini game where we listen for the rods to be ready, then reel it in. I don't know if this rewards us any fishing XP. Let's check. Skills should be over here. So at fishing, no. So this doesn't give you fishing XP. But imagine just this, except it does give you fishing XP. And you do a mini game while you level your skills, right? So just an activity. My idea was, for example, to introduce fusion skills. For example, a automated lumber yard where you have machines that you have to keep operational with your mechanics skill, and they are going to cut down trees for you, gather wood. And then you have to do something with the wood as well, so that it also levels up your wood cutting, you know, just the whole course. I feel like that would be pretty fun. Yeah, so we had to disable medium graphics because apparently there was a little bit of a lag, which I don't know why, since the game seemed pretty cool last time, but I'm going to chalk it up to optimization and leave it like this. Okay, so the fishing claim, not exactly the most engaging activity, but it's still slightly better than fishing manually. I don't think we are going to stay a long time though. It's a little bit annoying to continue to run around and check the fishing rods. I just want to see what happens when you gather enough fish to do something, right? Because I think the NPC said something about collecting the stews. So, as a proof of concept, this works just fine. We simply want to have an area that can be contested by other players with that flag over there, that can be turned into a PvP hotspot as well, that is going to allow you to, alone or with friends, level up your skills and gather resources in a way that is more interesting than simply running to nodes and interacting with them. Yep, that seems like a good idea, but you know, you need to make the core loop interesting for players to engage it with it at all. So sure, gathering resources is nice, crafting is nice, but if the act of gathering these resources is completely boring and you don't want to do this, nobody is going to engage with crafting either. And since apparently I think crafting is going to be a huge part of the game, we don't want to make it obsolete at all. Okay, let's speak to the guy, see what's going on. Fish soup. I've got a great stove right next to the hut. You can use my pots to make yourself my famous fish soup. Keeps you warm, gives you some extra strength. Okay, what about the crab cages? Some old crab cages underwater. If you dive down and place some corn as bait into them, you're bound to catch something. Okay, so we didn't find the crab cages, but we also don't have... Okay, we can prepare the stove right here, put some fish in the pot. We need 5 fish, we have 4. Okay, so let's spend a little bit more and collect 1 more fish. So, you know, there's a lot of MMOs that got the skilling part really right. For example, RuneScape, right? Or there's this game, Albion Online. They also have a lot of economy and gathering related activities. And it's really simplistic as well. You would think it's just running around and gathering stuff. And while that is correct, it's also somehow way more fun than doing this in here. Okay, I think that's the sound of the 5th fish being ready. So let's come up over here, place it in the stove, start fire and cook soup. Okay, it worked. But where is our soup? I think I can hear something happening. I can also hear this fishing line being pulled on, so I'm going to collect it so it doesn't interrupt us. Yeah, so I did follow Pax Day's development a little bit, but I don't think I like that game that much. I think they also opened to like what, beta, alpha or whatever. But yeah, I didn't feel like starting that at all. And don't get me wrong, it's good to get good ideas from other MMOs when designing an MMO. I think that's like the first thing that you want to do, right? See how others do it and why it works. I think that was the idea behind Final Fantasy XIV's Second Life, right? Because that game really failed very badly, and then it was reintroduced again after they have remade everything. And the way they did it, the developers were told to play World of Warcraft because that was the #1 at the time. And they simply used ideas from there, you know, they took what was good, they ignored everything that was bad, and they ended up, in the long run, overtaking them. And that's something you definitely want to do. You don't need to be the #1 either, or #2, right? But you definitely want to make a game that is fun to play. And what I can say for sure right now, all of these skills, the skill trees, they seem very fun. And I would love to see more of this. But unlocking all of this stuff is a little bit of a hassle. And that's an understatement, by the way. Okay, I think I want this, right? Increased evasion rating, there we go. As a passive, because I don't want to think too much. And I cannot hit the button, there we go. And we also have some sturdy armor, so just going to apply whatever. So did we make the soup or not? So because it has been a while. Those are the turrets and robot toys. One thing I forgot to mention, in order to use these skills I had to go to an NPC and purchase these items, which are reusable, and they allow me to use this stuff anytime I want. Which I think some of these skills at least should not be reusable. For example, the toy robot, right? The way it works, we plop it down, it taunts enemies. Yeah, as you can see, it even taunted the NPC over here. It exists for like 7 seconds and despawns after 10. Or rather, it despawns after 7 seconds and the cooldown of the skill is 10. So you can keep enemies aggroed for a long time. And if you have a engineering friend, the two of you can keep the enemies occupied pretty much at all times. Okay, is this ready finally? Yes, take soup. There we go, we got the fish soup, which is restoration for 60 seconds, restores 100 HP, and you gain fish soup for 1800 seconds, which increases your stamina regeneration by 10%. That's pretty good. You honestly might want to spend some time preparing the fish soup. That's 30 minutes of increased stamina regeneration. Okay, I think we are done with this place. I think we should head back to the city. Are we even swimming in the correct direction? Yes, the lighthouse is the way to go. Yeah, so we're going to head back to the city and we are going to take a look at the quest line that has been recommended to me. And it's not going to be a long stream today, because I've got some stuff to do tomorrow that I need to be rested for, so I won't stream late into the night. And the other reason is there's some bugs going on that I would rather not showcase too much, because they're just a little bit junky and annoying to play around. Yeah, from what I have seen so far, the developers are very keen on listening to any feedback they can get, so I think it's in our best interest to give it whenever we can. pretty much every single thing that I said regarding the game development and how I think it should be has been met with an answer. So interpret it as you will, but I think this game has a huge potential and I would really love to see it succeed. Okay, let's see how those revolvers do. That's nice. 2 shots and it's gone. The problem is there's not that many shots in the magazine, but that's good enough. There's a bunch of zombies approaching. Let's plop down the turrets. It takes a while. It's a shame, but there we go. I said I wouldn't be using the turrets too much, but it's just so good. You know, not using up any... Oh, a desert eagle, that's $100 in the pocket right there. But we are not here to collect this stuff. We are here to go back home. I cannot rotate the turret any further. Let's just get rid of the zombie for now. Red spray can. We don't really need any of this junk, but we might as well collect it. Yeah, so at first I thought the turret would be fully autonomous, right? You know, just place a sentry and it shoots at enemies on its own. I don't mind the idea of it being manual like this, but there's definitely some tweaking that could be done. Oh, and we got level 4. Very nice. And there's more zombies that have just respawned. I just want to see what's in this crate, and that's a sandbag. We don't need that really. So let's use the infinite stamina skill for a moment to get away. Get a gap on these guys, and this guy is approaching quickly. There's a policeman as well. I'm going to lace down the toy robot. The problem with the toy robot is it slows you down as you cast it. So if you do it when enemies are very close to you, you are almost guaranteed to take some damage. Which is good, but... Yeah, hi Polish Masu, welcome to the chat. It's just as you say, the turret has like no recoil, it doesn't make any sounds just yet, so I would really love to see some of that. Okay, and those guys are far away enough to disengage. Maybe we can take down the policeman zombie, but I need to reload first. And I didn't mean to place the toy robot. Hopefully we don't lure this guy out of his travel range. There we go, 1 headshot. And another headshot, and we get police uniform wrists, and we didn't have anything on our wrists, so I'm going to take it, but can we? Can we please? Okay, it goes straight to our wrists. A little bit more junk, and it looks really ugly. There's just a cube that says police levitating a little bit over our forearm, but that's alright. Okay, so the plan was to do a quest line. However, I do not remember which quest line that was supposed to be, so allow me to quickly remind myself. Hopefully I can find that chat, maybe I cannot. Did they change the layer numbers? I'm not quite sure, frankly. Okay, I can't find it. Maybe we can just run around the map and... Boltpap is still around. He's the 1 pixel too much guy in the chat. I don't know why he doesn't join me recently, but, you know, it's not like he's obliged to. And that's Phil Wagner. I don't think that's what I'm looking for, not the questline at least. The thing is, anybody is welcome to join me in the chat. I keep it open for everybody. Violet, I think it was supposed to be Violet. Okay, so we are going to get to that in a moment. Let's just finish the conversation. So yeah, Pup is welcome to join, but so is everybody else. I am in the lobby, in a voice chat, in Persist Online official Discord. So if you wish to chat rather than typing, I am always inviting everybody who wishes to say something. I was kind of worried that it would get out of hand with a lot of people joining and saying stuff, but we are not risking that at this point, so... Okay, let's talk to Violet and let's do her quests. If you're here about the garden plots, I'm afraid they're all spoken for at the... Oh, I mistook you for someone else, apologies. The memorial preparations have been a bit scattered, and to top it off, the organizer containing my flower seeds has gone missing. There's so much to do with so little time. I'm Violet, it's a pleasure to meet you. Were you looking for something specific? Let's talk about those seeds. Ah yes, I got a new project sprouting here in the junction, but time is a bit tight at the moment. Could you swing by the flower store down south and grab 3 packs of flower seeds for me? Go to flower store and find 3 different types of seeds for Violet. Gather packs of snowdrop seeds, gather pack of forget-me-not seeds, and gather pack of lily seeds. Okay, so typo alert, it says 4 instead of 4. Reputation 1% and $25. So the reward is really underwhelming, but we are here for the story. Fantastic, that's really kind of you. I'm in need of 3 specific seeds. A pack of snowdrop seeds, a pack of forget-me-not seeds, and a pack of lily seeds. Unless some budding gardeners already swept them up, you will likely find them in the flower store, just a stroll away. It's right south of the stronghold, past the nightclub on Cobbler's Row. Look for the green building with the flower seeds on it. You can't miss it. Bring them back and I'll reimburse you for them. Okay, so we do have a quest marker, which is a shame because I have always preferred games without quest markers. I'm kind of old school like this. My favorite game is Morrowind, which has no markers. And sometimes the information you get is wrong as well, so you have to, look a little bit, investigate. But that's quite alright, not every game has to be Morrowind. Okay, so here's the flower shop. And I think we are going to abuse our turrets. Even though I said it doesn't feel good to use, it definitely feels nice to be able to shoot at zombies while they cannot retaliate, or rather, they do not get drawn to us, right? So let's just delete some of the zombies that we can see from here. Our beautiful, stealthy, soundless turret, there we go. Yes, there is apparently a bunch of quest lines. I don't know how far they go right now, because... Who said that? Oh, you, okay. Let me get my gun. Actually, that might have been a mistake, because every single zombie in town is going to run towards us right now, but... I think we can handle this. Okay, so broken mobile phone, right. We are searching for the seeds now. That's a comb. That is also a comb. And now we are apparently out of bounds for this quest, so... Maybe... they're meant to be gathered or something? Okay, we just got a level up in revolvers, we are going to take a look. Oh, we can harvest this, but we would need a pruner, which we don't have. And the quest also popped up once more, telling us we need to find the seeds. Oh, pick up seeds, there we go. So that's snowdrop seeds, okay. Oh, and a soldier is right there to aid us, it's very polite. So the seeds, I think it's this little packet that we can see on top of the desk. So let's have a look around again. We did pick up the snowdrop seeds, we did okay. Okay, that's another pocket, and that's the forget-me-not seeds. If you say that quickly, you might say something you don't want to, but let's try not to. Read letter. Okay. Hopefully I can read it again, because... Out of ammo? No, I simply need to read all, right? Okay, is my turret still outside? It is, so let's plop down the decoy, let's heal a little. Let's use the turret, please. There we go. And we should be able to simply delete this crowd. There we go. I feel like the DPS is definitely more than that of our weapon. I think... Let's just read this again. Okay, shots do 100% of max DPS weapon damage. So I read that wrong in the first place. So the shots, or rather the weapon doesn't do your same DPS as you had before. Every single shot deals the same damage as your DPS, which is pretty hefty. Okay, let's read the letter then. And I think we cannot do that anymore. Okay, so... That sucks, first of all. Anybody on stream can probably pause and read the letter back, but not being able to read the letter again is kind of lame. But maybe we can go to our journal. That's claims, that's quest log. Maybe like this? No. Okay, we somehow have the third pack of seeds, so I guess we got it when we interacted with the letter. That's what I assume, but... Yeah, we can get back to Violet, get our reward, but it's a shame. I would love to know what the letter says. But for now we have everything we needed, so let's talk to Violet. And we even get a reminder that tells us what to do. And the quest marker that leads us straight to where we need to go. That's very nice. So in the previous version I don't think there were quest markers, rather I think the quest markers were a little bit misleading. They didn't always point at where you needed to go. So I think we are looking at a major step forward in this case. Okay, Violet, we got what you needed. If you're here about the garden plots, I'm afraid, okay, we've already did this. Ah, I take it you were able to gather the snowdrop, forget-me-not, and lily seeds from the flower store. Complete. Oh, no, and... okay, what does this say? Store, the store, lily seeds, take the lily seeds, I don't know. It's overlaid, so we cannot see a single letter. We must retrieve it. Without those seeds, I'm afraid my entire project will come to a halt. Okay, so I gather that we didn't find the lily seeds. Instead, we found a letter that, in one way or another, mentioned we didn't get the lily seeds, and we need the lily seeds now. That seems like a logical conclusion. Okay, let's talk to Violet again, and again we get overlaid text. Let's try talking to her once more like this. You're here about the garden plots. Okay, now it doesn't work. Again. So let's speak, lily seeds. Let us just not skip it. No, it instantly becomes overlaid. The letter you found mentioned green flats. Okay, so for some reason the first line of the quest displays twice, right? So it goes the first line and the first line again. To the flower store, apartment B5, would you be so kind to check it out for me? Objectives. Gather a pack of lily seeds. Where do we need to go? I mean, hopefully the quest marker is going to lead us, but I appreciate this greatly. Please be careful when you're... something. Ages. I'm not sure what kind of creatures might be lurking in those once beautiful apartments. Great. So let's praise the quest marker after all. I would much rather know where to go than not, especially since the quest description is a little bit bugged right now. There we go, a little bit more ammunition, always worth to pop by into this place. I'm kind of worried because when the game becomes open to all, I'm 100% sure that that little case is always going to be looted, but for now I am going to enjoy. Yes, it is a very, very weird text box error. But the game today is going very, very weirdly. It's as uncooperative as you can imagine. Oh yeah, environmental storytelling is the best thing ever. But it might be difficult to do sometimes in an MMO setting. But you know, we already have a quest that diverges from the usual a little bit. We were sent to collect some items, but some of the items are missing. We get a letter, we have to go elsewhere to get them. It's already a step up from a typical bring me X amount of Y. A razor. Root beer? Okay, we are going to drink the root beer. Let's go. The cobbler's row. Okay, there's the dangerous zombie. Let's place the toy robot as well. Let's jump into our turret and use it to kill everything while we still can. That's all the zombies. Are we even dealing damage to them? We are about to die. Okay. One thing I would really love to see is the turret soaking up any damage you take. You know? And we get stuck on our own decoy. I think we might need to regroup in a moment because things are looking too good. Okay, let's sprint away. And I keep forgetting that stamina is also responsible for your skills. Let's just take a loop, drop down the decoy, run away. And let's see. Are they going to retarget us? I think they are. There's a lot of zombies everywhere. Yep. Yeah, that's the weird part. We don't want to use too much sprint because that's going to... Oh, okay. I really hope we can get out of this then. And it doesn't seem that way. Wow. Okay, okay, never mind. We can walk up here. So if we jump right, we should be able to escape this terrible trap. But we are going to use the fact the zombie cannot reach us at this point. And the music stopped again. I need to download this or something so that it doesn't keep happening. Okay, we got out. Let's press the sprint button. Get away a little bit. Nice shot. Okay, we were supposed to look at the revolvers, so let's get over there. Actually, let's level up our... What's going on right here? Hello? Okay, skills again. We got our revolvers up. Let's take a look. Breath control. Reduces recoil, increases accuracy, deals plus 50% damage when landing headshots. Let's just try it out. Can I... Oh, I need to apply, press OK. And then I guess I'll place it on tab. There we go. And that should make us more accurate. I guess it did. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, there's already a lot of environment cues, I would say. you know, like corpses strewn across the map. You get stuff like children's rooms that have well, stuff going on in there. I don't want to spoil too much. If we stumble upon something together, then so be it, but I feel like the game is already doing very well when it comes to creating interesting environments. Okay, let's hope we don't get stuck like this, just like we just did. Okay, let's place the decoy if we can survive. And then we are stuck pretty badly, but I think we did out. Okay, we will need to take this. Before, I think you were able to navigate the map way more freely, and I'm still kind of in this old school. It's not really old school. I still have the feeling that I can simply run into a building and outrun everything, but the game has become way harder than it used to be. You need to really clear out the zombies before you can get anywhere. And the problem with clearing out the zombies is they respawn really quickly. And our current skill set isn't exactly ideal for dealing with them, so I don't know. We don't have any bandages left either, which isn't going to make things any easier. So what I think I'm going to do is we are going to try to finish this quest, because obviously we are going to take it very slow. We are going to utilize the turret as well. Also, for some reason I cannot use it. Oh my god. When we died, we lost all of the items in our inventory, which means we do not have the turret and we do not have the robot anymore. So what we have to do is go in there, go to the NPC that sells them and buy it back. Yeah, I have never played Black Ops Zombies. Frankly, I haven't played that many FPSs at all. Yeah, we need to take it slow, but the problem is most of our firepower is in our turret, which we cannot freely deploy wherever we want. It's going to take a moment to unravel this, but I am quite glad that the game isn't too easy. Okay, deployable turret, there we go, 100 cash. I'm not going to bother with the toy robot. I feel like it has cost us more than it gave us. Actually, I shouldn't have jumped like that, because we just lost a bunch of HP and we don't have any bandages on us. But we have some in the bunker. We set them up to get made, so we should be able to get them now finished. There we go. Let's take them. Storage, take the bandages. 250, that's more than 150, that's for sure. Okay, let's get back into the world. Let's set those bandages up in our hotbar. To the Q button, there we go, that should be enough. Okay, one thing that I am surprised by is the game is not as easy as it used to be, like I said before. I feel like you could get away with way more, the zombie density was less. And when I spoke with Bob, he mentioned that he pretty much beat the game very early on by using a weird combo of a sword and some other skills. So I would love to see that happen to me, because right now I'm struggling to finish a quest. But it's alright. Nobody ever said I need to be the best at the game, right? I'm just going to try to take it slow. It would be also way easier if everything wasn't so hard to get through. Like, you know, you saw what happened there. We got stuck a couple of times. The reason why I like revolvers is I don't have any issues counting how many bullets I have left. That's always an upside. There we go. Nice critical. And there's another guy. Let's deal with him with our melee weapon. I keep forgetting we have this. Melee weapons are supposedly pretty good. There's our turret still. That's interesting. There's the runner. Let's use our revolver skill, and there's a one shot. And this guy has over 300 HP, which is insane. There we go. Okay, he is gone. Let's see, let's jump on our turret. Let's clear out the middle. I really wish the turret would feel a little bit less janky, frankly. It's such a nice weapon, I love it, but we simply can't use it that much. Okay, now the building is going to be crawling with zombies. So first of all, let's try to figure out where we go exactly. We need to get in from this side and slowly make our way up. I would also like to recover our body because we had the toy robot in there. Let's heal wherever we can. We got some first aid. Yeah, but the first step... Kiwi juice. Okay, we could use that since it's going to help us heal. There we go. 100 HP. Sweatshirt. 138. Poor. It's worse. Okay. Let's slowly make our way in. There's the weird zombie. Let's get him. Also, one thing I really miss is the bikini zombie. There used to be this zombie type that simply walked around in underwear. We could really use some of that back. Okay, I feel like using melee weapons and not rushing is a very good tactic indoors. Frankly, I might just think... Oh, okay, there's our items. Perfect. I might just think that... Oh, a single coin. Why don't we pick up those banknotes instead? There's a magazine in there, very nice. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I feel like melee weapons might be way stronger than guns. Simply because the zombies don't get swarmed in your direction when you use them. Olive sleeping bag. Yeah, you have to get really close for the zombie to get interested in you. I might stick to the knife for now. Okay, so we walked, I feel like, right underneath it the last time, where the question mark is taken, I guess. So let's penetrate the building. Oh yeah, it's 100% the weapon we use. The carrot, I'm going to eat it. Chips, canned sausages, it's all going to be great. Wait, 10 meters from there, so we're going the wrong way. 9 meters, 10 meters, okay, I think we're still just below it. So we need to go one floor higher and we should be able to spot the place. Yeah, as soon as we switch to a melee weapon, we have zero issues with the zombies in the building, so I'm just going to chalk it up to that. We need to use melee weapons indoors. Frankly, you might want to use melee weapons everywhere. And I am also going to use the engineering skill whenever I can, because obviously... Oh, that's something we haven't seen before. I think we're getting absolutely destroyed. I don't know what happened there, but I wasn't able to heal myself with the bandages. I'm going to assume it's something related to that glowing zombie that got us. Okay, no big deal. I don't think we need to go back and buy the turret again. It's not going to be that useful. I only slightly regret not having left some bandages in the bunker, but I'm quite confident we can get back in there and get it back. The reason why we died, I'm going to say it was we got trapped in a small area, enemies were able to damage us, especially that special zombie in the background. I think it dealt a lot of damage to us and we didn't retaliate enough. So yeah, don't get trapped. That's a new rule I'm going to set up for myself. Okay, not having the turret out here is going to make clearing out the outdoors a little bit tougher, but since we have this revolver skill now, I think we can make it. So let's stand sufficiently far away, maybe land some headshots. I will never know how that wasn't a headshot. And the zombie just spawned right in front of our eyes. I feel like the zombies shouldn't spawn so close to the player. You know, there's weapons like sniper rifles and machine guns. I'm sure those can pick off enemies from even further away than the revolver. And being able to see a zombie appear when you're trying to clear them out is not ideal. Oh, a hockey mask! And it can be upgraded to good, so I'm definitely slapping it on. It's a flexible armor as well. I think I want to have my character flexible. That looks really cool. Especially with the eye patch that we have, only one eye socket being open. It's really nice.
Here I go again.
Beautiful. Oh my god, we got good boots straight away. I'm going to take a look at them in a moment, but that's definitely some fat loot.
Here at Cobbler's Row, we believe in recycling.
Okay, you're approaching me. Are you sure you want to do that? Level 5, 500 max hit points. That's gonna be coming handy. It's a shame that didn't happen like a moment ago, where we were getting killed. If we got that level up and heal and 500 more max HP, I would definitely appreciate it, but... Okay, you.
Once famous for its shoes, now pray our boots don't chase. Click, click. I guess I need to reload.
There we go, you're dead. Let's just hack all those zombies. I think we need to switch to our quiet weapon because we need to avoid attracting any more attention, and I think we should also look into our knife skill because we haven't been upgrading that at all. Let's deal with the zombie approaching us first, but there we go. Knives, knives, knives. I think let's just go for passive stuff for now. I feel like we don't want to go too hard on skills because those consume stamina. And we definitely want to keep a... That's pretty strong. Oh, it's a common item, okay. But I'm going to stick to flexible. We want to strike the perfect balance between whatever I was saying. Yeah, I completely forgot. Okay, I think those guys are approaching us, which might be a problem, but he's also going elsewhere right now, so maybe it's some weird puffing going on. Was that third or fourth floor where he died? Okay, we are getting destroyed by those hippie zombies. They deal a lot of damage there. And I really don't want to lose the boots that we have. And they are going to be gone if we die now. Let's hope there's an open window in here that we can jump out of. But I don't think that's the case. We're here. Yeah, we're dead. And we're dead again. Wow, I did not expect to be struggling this much. I mean, this time we went in without any healing items, which is understandable. We should die in this case, but... Wow. We really need to get back there now. So, we are going to do a little more preparation this time. First of all, we are going to go behind the bunker area. There's like 2 payphones where we can extract some coins from using our thievery. And I think fishing also has a stunning skill, right? Okay, there we go. Actually, my other character is even worse than this one, so... This is the one that I played more. Okay, let's get into the bunker. Let's see if I have any food items, so that we can at least slightly heal ourselves. And then we need to try our best to regain everything we've lost. Storage. Okay, we have cherries. We have orange juice. We are going to be healing with the orange juice. We also have the cola orange mix, which is very expensive. Very nice. But I feel like the orange juice is going to be our go-to right now. Oh yeah, so it was fishing. Yeah, the fishing skill seems very strong. But I cannot imagine sitting there for like 50 or more hours to get that skill. Maybe someday, when I'm especially desperate. Okay, we have 6 cans of orange juice. That should be enough to keep us healed for a while. Let's take it extra slow this time. Yeah, botany does have something to do with plants. Let's actually use this moment to take a look at botany. So botany blocks the next incoming mental debuff, which is cool, for 35 seconds. And the respawn, reuse is every 30 seconds. So you can be immune to mental debuffs basically all the time. Another skill, blinding powder, applies blinding, applies poison, and then fungal fallout. Basically crowd control. Botany seems also pretty strong. It's a real shame that we can simply go wild and test every single skill. Because the way things are right now, even if I really want to do this, I don't think I'll be able to max out even a single skill before the next wipe comes. So you want to see the stun from fishing, right? I think it's like a blowpipe or something. There we go. Rare cares. Toxic blowgun in inventory. On hit applies stun and applies poison. And I think you just target something and shoot, like you would any other gun. But we haven't seen the skill, right? That's the whole problem. We can't say for sure how it works. Very nice. Anything approaching? Not yet. So let's switch to our knife. We don't want to draw too much attention. Actually, maybe we should use the revolver while we are still outside. That's a miss, but that's a very nice headshot. That guy is crawling over there, he shouldn't be an issue. Let's use our skill again. Oh, and there is every single zombie in the neighborhood emerging. But maybe that's better, because they won't be able to chase us into the building later. I don't know if it's my ping or something, but sometimes I feel like I have run away from the zombie, right? I feel safe, I'm outside of its range, and then I still get hit, which is not fun. Okay. I have no idea how sound cues work, really. That zombie behind us is completely ignoring us, while these guys are just straight on us. And they have clearly come from further away, right? Or maybe they were inside the buildings. I don't know. But still, I don't like having to think about this. Okay, we're in our knife mode now. We have some juice, which means we regenerate health every couple of seconds. First of all, let's make sure we can regain our stuff. Search. We need more food, definitely. Okay, let's drink some more juice. And they are still getting drawn now. I did not want to see that happen. Are zombie screams also pulling in more zombies? This be the case, or are we just so close to every zombie in the building that they get... That was the thing that killed us last time. And it's dead. 130 experience points, but died in a single shot and doesn't even have anything. Wow. The only reason why we are struggling is this guy. Oh wow, what's that? I think that's the thing that they call the Psyduck. I didn't expect to see it on the first quest. I mean, it's the second quest in the line, but still. Bit of an overkill. Let's find our body first of all. Was it on the lower floor where we died last time? Also, let's keep searching everything. A duffel bag, okay. 12 meters. I think we are going to find our corpse. Maybe it's below? I really don't like spending any more time in this building than we have to. And I'm certain everybody is mad at me for being stuck here for this long, but it is what it is. Okay, we cannot pass through here. So maybe that was where we died the last time. Yes, there's our corpse number 1. Let's get all of this stuff, those beautiful boots. They are going to come in handy on my second character that uses sturdy items. And now we can get up a level, or was it up 2 levels? Wow, those have a lot of HP. Let's not forget to keep drinking juice, because this constant regeneration is pretty overpowered. The corpse markers get larger if they're up or down. That's good to know. Okay, we are on the floor, I think, because we just got a reminder that we need to gather the lily seeds, and this place is full of green zombies. That's disgusting. So wait, did we already... Oh, we are disgusted, by the way. That's the debuff that we have on us. So does that mean when we are disgusted we cannot heal? Is that what it is? And there come the other zombies. Cash. Nice. Okay, let's drink the juice. And there's our corpse. Take everything we can.
Why is my backpack so small? Never enough space.
We definitely want to have our... Okay, let's throw away this. We don't have much time, by the way.
Backpack so small. Never enough space.
I can hear the zombies approaching, and I am... Yes, just destroy it, whatever. I want my turrets at least. There should be a quick sorting option or something. I will give everything I have right now to be able to quickly go through this part. Crisps. We can use these. Okay, whatever. The fish. There we go. And that's the other turret. There we go. Okay, we can use the bandages now. We can... Well, maybe we will drink the other juice later. Let's go up the level again. Let's reload first of all. Okay. And what did it hit us? Okay, it was the side eye guy. Let's use this. Level 6. Very nice. You must die. Thank you. Okay, you can look under its skirt. That's also disgusting. I don't know why we didn't get disgusted. At least our character. I don't think you can starve currently in the game. Okay, gather pack of lily seeds. It's supposed to be somewhere around here. Yes, I think we did it. There we go, the lily seeds. We are out of here instantly as soon as I check this place. Olive pouch, yeah. We have no room in our inventory. That is because we lost our backpack. That's something that's important to note. When you die, you lose your backpack and you cannot get it back. Like, the backpack becomes destroyed. So if you were able to... Oh wow, let's not get stuck now. If you were able to gather some additional loot thanks to having a backpack on, right? Because it basically increases the amount of slots that you have. If you die, that backpack is gone and you cannot loot all that stuff back until you put up another backpack. Okay, I think we did it, and we still have some time. I was going to finish in like 7 minutes, but we will see. If the quest gives us another interesting objective, then I might consider doing it. But first we need to regroup. We need to place some of those items back. We need to deposit our valuable loot, like those green boots. Repair our stuff as well. But first, let's return the quest. Lily seeds. Please tell me you found them, question mark. Rewards complete. Thank you so much for bringing all of the seeds. Capital letter. Is that like... You've been a tremendous help. Now I only need to gather a couple of missing things to finish the garden. I'm on the final stretch of completing a memorial garden, a place to honor those we've lost. You've lost me like twice getting those seeds, by the way. Not saying anything, but you did. In tough times like these, having something to hold on to can be comforting, and reminiscing about our loved ones can help keep us grounded in the now, I believe. Many folks around Junction resonate with this idea and have come to me, hoping to include mementos of their departed loved ones, which they can't retrieve on their own. I was able to gather most. There's this one particular item of Nina's, however, that's been giving me a hard time over the last few days. Would you be able to help me out on this task as well? Talk to Nina Brooks about the missing pocket watch. Okay. Truly appreciate this, thank you. The item in question is a pocket watch, a request from Nina Brooks, one of our supply runners. You should have a word with her to get more details. Once you procure the watch, come back to me and I will ensure it finds its place in the garden. Another Ukraine project, I'm not sure what you mean by this, but I can assure you this game does not have a lot to do with Ukraine. Where's Charlie? There we go. Repair my shit, please. 58, 60, 130, whatever. Just take my money, repair my items. I have no more cash. Great. But I can sell you this duffel bag. I can sell you these shirts. You can have my stinky fish. I don't need these bandages anymore, but they also cannot be sold. Yeah, so I just throw them away. Anything else of value that I have? The bandages are pretty valuable, but I'm not selling them. Oh, I can sell you the cash for 1 or 2. That's good.
Not enough cash to get things
161 to repair this thing, while repairing my super revolver was that much cheaper. Okay, I see how it is. The balance seems, well, not balanced at all when it comes to prices of repairing items, but that's quite alright. Well, there is a lot of content, and it's definitely an enjoyable game, but it is still missing a lot. Like, I'd say right now you can comfortably spend maybe 100 hours in here if you want to really like complete everything, kill every boss, max out some skills. Hey Soho, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. You might be surprised that we're not playing Tibia anymore, but I will get back to this later. Let me just finish my thought. So, the game is good, but it's still missing content that would make it an actual good MMO, right? In an MMO you want to have stuff, you want to have goals that will keep you occupied for a long time. As things stand right now, there's just not enough of it. Okay, that should be enough. Let's go out into the world. Oh, is it that bright? Maybe I should tone it down, because I think I remember setting the brightness a little bit higher, but that's mostly because I keep my monitor very low. That's not a thing I really brag about, but my eyes are like very sensitive to light. I had an operation some time ago and... Okay, Nina Brooks. In any case, I'm very averse to light, so I need to have my monitors dim, which means I set my games very bright, so if that's bad, just let me know and I can adjust it, but... Also, one more thing we can do is, we can get back to medium graphics, perhaps, because I think... Hopefully we didn't crash just now. Well, the game is definitely lagged. Okay, it stopped responding. That was a mistake on my part. Maybe we can wait till it starts responding again. Yeah, I think we're gone. Let's give it... Oh, there we go. Okay, we're back. It didn't crash. Let me take a look at OBS. Are we still recording? Yes, we are. Okay. Jacob, I am afraid there is no word yet. Officially, the game has just been released, like, announced on Steam, right? They're still looking at how many people are interested at all. I'm really happy to say there's a lot, and it's really promising. I took the liberty of looking at some older Cipsoft projects, and I think this is the one that actually has a chance. So there's no official release date yet. There will be more tests coming up. I'm sure there will be also open play tests. Well, let's just hope for the best and see where it goes from here. Alright, let's continue the quest for now. Let's try to finish it and then we can go to the final wars. Yeah, the textures might look bad because I set the quality to low because there were some low FPSs, and I think our FPS is down to 50 now, which is bad. But I will look at it later. Yeah, it is the new Cipsoft game. Anyway, let's talk to Nina Brooks. Some folks around here might underestimate the importance of supply management, but let a shipment go missing or get a bad batch of preserved food and suddenly everyone realizes just how crucial my job is. Violet sent me about your pocket watch. Oh, she did? Fantastic, I hope you can help me out with this. Yeah, I requested my granddad's pocket watch last week. Okay, so that was the quest. But let's talk about the pocket watch, right? I've combed through my Gram's old place a dozen times, but maybe a fresh pair of eyes is what I need. That pocket watch means the world to me, and I want for Violet's garden project. Want it for it, yeah. Can you swing by my granddad's place and take a look? I can't shake the feeling that I've overlooked something. You'll find his apartment northeast of here in Waterfront next to the harbor bridge. It's one of those two beige colored buildings. Man, thinking about this is bringing up some buried memories. Sorry, it was apartment 05 back in the day. And while you're at it, can you gather some supplies for our people here, right? Okay. Let's try to get that pocket watch. Oh, it's not the crypto game, by the way. The crypto mining game, I think development on that one has been stopped a good while ago. So this is not a crypto game, it is going to be good, I can already tell. So make of it what you will, but it's really fun so far. I have been interested in the game ever since it was announced. I think it was over a year ago. It was still very bare bones back then. What is this zombie doing even? What is this? Yeah, it's just being weird. Never mind that. What I was trying to say is the game has improved a lot. I really like the way the developers are working on it right now. You know, being open, responding to players' feedback. There's really a lot of promise in this game. And the most important part is, right now, as it is, the game is fun, which is already huge. Of course, there's some stuff that could be improved, you know, some mechanics, some systems that could use an overhaul because they are very bare bones at this point. But this is still considered pre-alpha, and I am perfectly fine with pre-alpha being like this. If I am able to have fun while playing the pre-alpha, then I am quite calm when it comes to whatever comes next. Okay, one of the beige buildings. Maybe it's that one. Because it's supposed to be 40 meters away from here. Is that a ladder? No, it's like a lift. Do you think we can use the lift to go to the top of the building? I don't think we can even get on the lift. Okay, never mind then. And there's zombies coming. Great. Do zombies hear jumping or something? Because that's what it feels like just happened. Nice, we evaded some hits. It seems that evasion isn't as much as chance to evade a single hit, but more like chance to evade all incoming hits in a certain time period, which would be very nice. Okay. More zombies, let's stick to the knife, I don't want to draw in too many. Okay. This definitely seems to be this building then. And it's apartment 05, but I don't know if you can actually use this information for anything. Oh, you can. This is the apartment 09, which means the apartment 05 must be at the very top, which... Well, maybe not the very top, but definitely at least 5 floors higher. Which could be scary. Sweatshirt, sturdy, not interested. Simple hoodie, sturdy, also not interested. Okay, let's try to slowly make our way up, and if we feel that we are outmatched by these zombies, we are just going to get going. At least the staircase is a little bit larger than the previous one. Let's see how hard those guys hit us. And we already get back spawned. Go on then. There we go. Better knives. Yellow spray can. I was hoping for some food, frankly, but... yeah, we only have one orange juice, so for now let's stick to the bandages. 16 meters. Apartment 05, so that's 2 more floors. 4. 5. How much damage do we take? Not that much, so we should be good here.
This just turned ugly. to call
Riot Cup protectors. That's pretty good. Flexible, poor wrists. But sturdy, so we want the wrists from the Riot Cup instead. Perfect. Okay, that's brown ale. That gets us drunk, so we don't want to use it, but... So, unlike Nina, we have a marker that shows us where the item should be. But frankly, I don't see it anywhere. Let's check this little dishwasher or their washing machine. Definitely not in the cabinet, right? Yeah, that would be too easy. But that's a baseball bat. We're going to grab it just in case. In the fridge? No. But we want vegetables, that's for sure. They're going to heal us a little. Oh, red receipt. Let's see. Thank you very much for trusting us with your goods. Items sold. 1 times pocket watch, $125. Client, Howard Brooks. Date and location, 6th of August 2019, Joe's Antiques Parkside Mall. Okay, I see. So that means the pocket watch has been sold and that's why Nina wasn't able to find it. If only Nina could read, right? Okay, goodbye Mr. Zombie Sir, we are getting out of here. Okay, so, there's a lot we need to catch you up on. But I am very happy to do so. Let's just make sure we're in quite a safe area. So, it used to be that the skills increased, I think, damage by a little bit. But nowadays, it has been completely reworked, and every single skill gives you abilities that you can use. Each ability is going to consume some of your stamina, and based on how good your abilities are, you are able to use different skills in conjunction. There's active abilities, there's passive abilities. You would need to go to older streams where I showed them at all, and I think you can read about them in the blogs. But long story short, leveling up your skills unlocks points that you can invest into abilities, which make progression very fresh. Wait, that's not the gate. Where is the gate? Can you not enter through here? I could have sworn. Anyway. Yeah, so it's not like Tibia where leveling up or increasing your skill with a weapon did pretty much nothing, right? I mean, it's not nothing, it does a lot. But it's not as gratifying, nor is it as visible as simply unlocking abilities, right? And it's also not as interesting, because even though Tibia has like 3 different weapon types for knights, right? It doesn't matter that much. You have some different choices sometimes, but it's really boring. You simply pick one and use it forever. Meanwhile here, it really is important which weapon type you choose, which ability you skill, which passive abilities you improve, because everything from mining, construction, electronics, fishing, it can all aid you in battle. Alright, let's finish the quest. Nina Brooks, let's talk about the pocket watch. He sold it, question mark, exclamation mark. Complete. That watch must have been worth a fortune, and all he got was, I hated it when my Grams was so pragmatic all the time, when he was still around. To think that even after all these years, his weird decision still manages to come back to bite me in the... oh well. Can you try and track down that pocket watch in the antiquities store? I've been to that hodgepodge place many times before. It's on one of the upper levels of the Parkside Mall. Right. Be careful though, Parkside Mall ain't no picnic. That rotten place is crawling with undead. Best to head there while the sun's still out. At night the mall gets uncomfortable when scouring for supplies, in my experience. Maybe bring some friends. Yeah, that would be a good idea. So I don't think I'm going to tackle them all just now. We might level up a little bit off screen, get this character more ready to tackle the challenges coming up. Let's slowly wrap it up then. So, the quests, definitely an improvement. It used to be, you know, kill 100 zombies, bring me 5 items of the kind, something like that. We still have quests like those, but this is cool. We have already had the misdirection thingy twice, right? We went looking for seeds. Some of the seeds were missing, they were elsewhere. We went looking for a watch, instead we got information that the watch is elsewhere. It's really cool. We died a lot, but that's on me. I should have prepared better. I simply weren't used to the game yet. Maybe we should have started by leveling up a bit, maybe hitting level 10, something like that. But I'm going to try to do that offline, so that we don't sit through the boring parts. I mean, don't get me wrong, leveling up is enjoyable, gunplay is pretty good. The only thing that is not enjoyable is grinding your skills, the passives, the engineering. I mean mechanics, right? I did that a lot. The payoff, frankly, a little bit underwhelming, considering I spent like at least 10 hours doing this. It's not bad, it's not good either. The turret, maybe if it had sounds, would be a little bit better. It still feels a little bit janky to use. It gets stuck on geometry, you can't rotate it always. The damage is really nice on it, it's a great tool, but it could use some work. For example, you remember when it teleported into that earth mound? Yeah, that was weird. Maybe it could rotate a little bit faster. Also, what I don't like is the fact that when you deploy it like this, you go into this weird first person mode. Like, you never do this, right? In the entire game. I feel like keeping it third person could be a little bit better, easier to manage. The fact that your camera goes like this and this, it takes time, it makes it easier to get you swarmed, and you don't really have such a good awareness of your surroundings. Unless that's like intentional and you want to keep your turrets that way, then fine. But if it is not intentional, then I would definitely like to see it fixed. And another thing about the turret is... what is it? I'm sure I wanted to say something, but I forgot. Oh yeah, maybe a little bit of recoil, a little bit of, you know, when you shoot it goes like up, some reactivity, sounds, definitely sounds. That's the worst part right now, that you cannot hear the turret shooting. I would love to see this. And yeah, that's about it for this stream. Hopefully everybody involved enjoyed. I hope we got some good feedback today. Next time, hopefully less bugs. Maybe I'll be able to use my skills normally, you know, just remap everything to buttons 1 through 10. I have no idea what happened there. And next week we'll be continuing the quest line. Maybe we will be able to find a party that is going to explore with us. That would be pretty cool. I'm going to talk to some guys, maybe we can get some people going. In any case, thank you very much for watching, I appreciate everybody dropping by, and let's hope that the game continues development and it turns out good, just as we wish it does. Bye bye.